Scorpio, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Well, sending lots of love and blessings. I am Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is Purusha Intuitive. So welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can be a cross watcher. All are welcome at the channel. Ooh, Abundance and Phoenix just fell out. That's an amazing energy, Scorpio, to start off the reading. So I do believe I'm doing this at the end of December, final week. Happy holidays to everyone. I do believe that readings are timeless, though. The energy is not held within the confines of time. So it's, you know, if the message resonates with you, then it's definitely meant for you. So yeah, let's look and see. Relationships are coming into a strong focus. Mercury is going into retrograde at the end of the month, and it is conjunct or on top of Venus. So it's definitely bringing a lot of relationship, partnership dynamics into focus. Okay, so addiction. So where is addiction popping up for you or for someone else? You know, unfortunately, Scorpio, your sign definitely deals a little bit more with the addictive components of life. You're ruled by Pluto, Lord of the underworld, you know, and this is like definitely that value. If it's not substance, then this is kind of like that obsessing is what I'm hearing, like fixating on things that you can't control, right? And are trying to control because they really pop up in our life, right? As that golden mirror. Things that we bring into our environment, people, places, things, whatever we're attracting, it is a reflection of who we are, or an aspect of ourselves that we don't like or we don't feel worthy about, right? So whatever this is, like whatever you're kind of dealing with, I love this. It's actually showing you to look at yourself, just do some self-reflection. It's not this, to me, that this energy does end up lifting really quickly. You're learning how to cut off and let go of what doesn't serve you, you know. To me, this is, you know, I feel like this addiction actually comes through more with relationships is what I'm hearing, like that codependency, really trying to like fight tooth and nail for people to see you in a certain way or have certain friends or, you know, that type of vibe. But the silver lining is that you're very aware of this. You see this very, very clearly. And you're actually, like I said, you're kind of starting that breakup process. Removing the people, places, and things. Yeah, there's the world, that ending right there. I'll keep that out. Removing the people, places, and things that are toxic, that don't serve you, that do kind of play into that addictive behavior, right? And really this has been, okay, this is how it reads, right? This has been blocking your abundance, 100%. And I feel like okay, lots of stress, lots of anxiety, 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And that's actually kind of, like I said, it's that obsessive, right? It's allowing other people or people outside of your environment to define who you are versus knowing who you are, right? Knowing your worth, knowing your value. But like I said, this silver lining is like you're not putting up with it anymore. I love that. Wheel of Fortune. So fortune is moving in your favor. The wheel is always turning, right? So if you're coming from a space of it being challenging, difficult, almost like you had to fight tooth and nail, the tide is turning now. And I feel like you can feel that. Obviously, nice. A lot more balance, a lot more reciprocity you're bringing into your life, Scorpio, which is dope. It's new year, right? So new year, we always have opportunity for a fresh start. you know, you're going to have to make a decision. And I think that this actually does attach very strongly to your abundance. And this is like, when I talk about abundance, it's how you want to live your life, what you want to bring in to feel the most fulfilled. And it's basically like you are going to have to make a decision as to whether you're going to continue with the same BS or rise above it, right? And part of this is, it's, you know, it's almost like you strong arming your way through, right? Like how I talked about that, that value of control, or the illusion of control, thinking that we have it when really, you know, we can only control ourselves, right? At the end of the day. And, you know, honestly, you might actually be literally breaking up with someone, you know, if you're in a relationship, if it's kind of come to the end. This talks about, okay, like I said, like this is about you making a decision about whether or not this person is worth it, right? They are part of your addiction. But like I said, I also feel like you've kind of outgrown this and you've moved on. And if this is someone that you're not dealing with presently, they're coming back in, or if you are currently partnered with them, they're trying to do as much as they can to, you know, like get what they want from you. You know, to me, this energy is, Ace of Wands is always very like sexual energy for me. Yeah. I mean, and you see that this person is taking their sweet time. They're not really on the same page as you. They're not going to be on the same page as you at any time soon. This is really talking about them feeling like they have to do everything by themselves, right? Like they have to be the one that comes in and starts things fresh and new. You know, they might have even been waiting for you to reach out to them. Waiting for you to start the conversation, for you to kind of appease their ego. But that's the thing, they're not really on your side, on your team. They're coming from that perspective, well, I got to do everything myself, right? It's an unrealistic perspective, though. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like this victim mentality that they have, like constantly feeling like they're the one that's getting thrown under the bus, etc., is heavily tied to part of that addiction, right? Okay, so let's see. Okay. But with that Seven of Cups, it's like not really wanting to deal with it anymore, right? The Page of Wands speaks to new beginnings, messages, communication, things that have kind of prevented from you guys from connecting, right? You guys probably had a big fallout. And I think that this is part of that reason why there hasn't been any movement forward. But the value for you, Scorpio, is that you're able to kind of take a step back and reassess if this is actually really truly what you want. And in my opinion, it looks like it's just not in alignment with you. You know, obviously you can go back into this relationship or stay in the relationship. We all have free will. But instinctually, it shows that you know intuitively, you know, what this person's motivations are, right? And that's kind of where that world energy comes into play. The world is the ending of a cycle, you know, especially if you've been partnered with this person long term. That cycle is changing, or that cycle is ending. Yeah. Ooh. It's letting go. That's that Capricorn. That's or the Devil. That's that addiction showing up right there, right? It's the ways that this relationship can be controlling, codependent, it's moving on from that. I do feel that. But yeah, like I said, this person, they like that control. They like that idea or that illusion of control. You know, the Knight of Swords is all about strategy and planning and, you know, moving in a certain direction. And I feel like it's sometimes what gets left out of like their energy is just thinking through things. You know, they can be so analytical that they don't take into account like the emotion, the feeling, and it's a very sterile energy, right, at the same time. So let's see what let's clarify this. Yeah, so it's all going to kind of implode on them though, is what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. Yeah. You know, and I mean, like I said, they have their justifications for why they did and why they chose what they chose. But it's, you know, they wallow in their misery. This is going to be a big wake-up call for them, is what I'm seeing, because I think that they're not, yeah, there's that confirmation, the High Priestess. Sorry for the glare. But I feel like they have certain expectations. They feel like, you know, like they might kind of have you wrapped around their finger. And so they feel like whenever they come back in to ask or demand certain things of you, like you're just going to give it to them, right? Yeah. The intention's there, but the actual delivery is just not, you know. And I feel like I said, what they want, what they desire, what they're aspiring towards, versus them actually showing up in like a healed way are two different things. They're not, yeah, they're, like I said, they have the best intention, but the follow through, yeah. That stinging nettle just popped out. Let's see if it pops out when I pull. Follow through is not there. Lots of fear, lots of anxiety. This is like learning that information, you know. And this is actually for them too, learning, you know. It's a fly by night. It's fair weather. Mayflies only live like 24 hours, right? And I feel like it's this value of, yeah, like, it's this, like, you really have to kind of scrutinize, you know. Actually, I think Libra had a very similar reading, Scorpio, so you might be partnered with a Libra. But this is a lot about just understanding the relationship for what it is. Maybe this is someone that you really cared about, that you were really connected to, that was this value of wish fulfillment, right? But I feel like when you really scrutinize, when you look at the relationship a little bit closer, it's easy to see that it's not really what you're after, what you're going towards, right? And that's where that Queen of Cups plays into, you know, that's you right there, sensing, using your intuitive energy towards your advantage, you know, to really sense through what this person's intentions are. They're moving really, really slow, guys. And like I said, it's more out of the pursuit of being attracted to you, wanting something from you, that like sexual chemistry, versus authentically like showing up for the type of relationship that you want. So yeah, I mean, I know that's not easy. It's not fun to deal with this, but like I said, it looks like you see this very clearly. And I feel like you are at a point where you're ready. You've probably already moved on. A lot of times Spirit will throw something in our path to see if that's really what we're claiming, you know. Are you really going to be done with this person? Well, let me just see. Let me just put them in front of you. And then that is really, and so it almost feels like that final test, right? But you paying attention to your intuition, your instincts, it's actually leading you towards that abundance, Scorpio, which is dope. So thank you so much for your time and energy. I really appreciate you guys. If you want me to look at your personal situation a little deeper, I would love to do so. I would love to support in whatever way possible. Check out what services I offer. Definitely make sure to like, share, subscribe, check out other videos. I upload content daily. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. Appreciate you so much. Have a fabulous day. Thank you.